Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Have you ever wondered if the ground beneath your feet is actually moving? Well, get ready for a mind-blowing story, because it is. We're going on an adventure from the roaring Niagara Falls all the way up to the icy lands of Nunavut to solve a giant mystery. What's causing these huge cracks to appear in the ground? Imagine North America thousands of years ago. It's the Ice Age. Gigantic sheets of ice called glaciers covered almost everything. Think of a pile of blankets, but instead of being soft and fluffy, these blankets were miles thick and made of super heavy, compacted ice. This massive weight pushed down on the land, squishing it like you might squish a piece of dough with your hand. The land under all that ice got pushed down for a very, very long time. Then about 12,000 years ago, the Earth started to warm up. The giant ice blankets began to melt away. Now what happens when you lift your hand off that squished piece of dough? It slowly starts to puff back up, right? That's exactly what's happening to the land. This slow-motion puffing up is called post-glacial rebound. The ground is slowly bouncing back to its original shape, now that the heavy ice is gone. This isn't happening super fast, of course. It's moving about as fast as your fingernails grow, just a few centimeters a year. But when you have a huge piece of land the size of a continent slowly rising, it creates a lot of stress. Imagine you have a giant chocolate bar, and you try to bend it very, very slowly. At first, it just bends, but eventually, cracks will start to form, and it will snap. The same thing is happening to the Earth's crust. As the land rebounds, it creates tension, and that tension can cause the ground to crack and even trigger small earthquakes. Scientists have been tracking this rebound for a long time. They use super precise tools like GPS to measure how much the ground is rising. They've discovered that the land around the Hudson Bay area, which was under the thickest part of the ice sheet, is rising the fastest. Think of it as the center of that squished dough puffing up the most. Areas farther away, like near Niagara Falls, are also rising, but much more slowly. Now let's talk about those cracks. From southern Ontario near the amazing Niagara Falls, all the way up to the vast cold landscapes of Nunavut, geologists have found long, straight cracks in the bedrock. These aren't just little cracks in the dirt. These are deep fractures in the solid rock underneath us. For a long time, scientists thought these were just old cracks from millions of years ago. But new research is telling us a different story. It turns out, many of these cracks are much younger than we thought, and they line up perfectly with the direction of the stress caused by the land bouncing back. The ground is literally being stretched and pulled apart, and these cracks are the result. It's like the Earth is stretching after a long icy nap and we're seeing the stretch marks. So what does this mean for us? Well, mostly, it's just a super cool reminder that our planet is alive and constantly changing. These small earthquakes caused by the rebound are usually too tiny for us to even feel. They're what scientists call micro-earthquakes. But they are very important because they help release the stress in the Earth's crust bit by bit. It's better to have thousands of tiny, unnoticeable quakes than one big one. This phenomenon is also changing our world in other ways. As the land around Hudson Bay rises, the coastline is actually growing. The land is lifting out of the sea, creating new beaches and changing the shoreline. In other places, like along the east coast of the United States, the land is actually sinking a tiny bit as part of this giant rebalancing act. It's like pressing down on one side of a waterbed. The other side bulges up. The story of post-glacial rebound is a fantastic detective story written in the rocks. Scientists are the detectives using clues like GPS data, ancient shorelines, and the direction of these mysterious cracks to piece together what happened during the last ice age and what's still happening today. It shows us that even though the glaciers melted thousands of years ago, their impact is still shaping our world in a very real and powerful way. So the next time you're outside, just take a moment to think about the ground you're standing on. It might feel solid and still, but it's on a slow, epic journey, still recovering from the immense weight of an ancient ice age. From the thundering water of Niagara Falls to the quiet expanse of Nunavut, the Earth is telling us a story of pressure, release, and incredible resilience. It's a powerful reminder that our planet is a dynamic and ever-changing place. Thanks so much for joining me on this geological adventure. I hope you learned something new and exciting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing science stories. Let us know in the comments if you've ever felt a tiny earthquake. See you in the next video.